know, one of the nicest things about shopping by mail order. Pardon me? What is it? Let's see what it says. All right. All right, well, let me read this. Folks, we have someone on the set who's standing here and would like me to read this copy which was just handed to me. Want to tell me your name? What is it? And Joey, where are you from? I was born in 1981 by someone with connections at the CIA to stave off the computers, that they didn't trust people on computers. When I began receiving disturbing calls from my parents, which led me to believe that something terrible was going on, I was then forced into a mental hospital in Tallahassee, where I learned that my brother-in-law had been driven insane in the same manner that someone was trying to do to me.
That was one of the most infamous hostage situations in American television. It happened in 1987. The man holding the gun was the son of a former reporter at the same TV station. And here's the strangest part. The gun was fake, meaning he was not out for blood.
What's up, pups? How's everybody doing? What's going on? What's up to you, Pedro? What's going on, Hexpedition? FN Base 6203, welcome to the show. What's up, Ghost? Good to see you. I'm good. What's up, Red Squirrel? What's up, Dugan? Dugan knows what's up, yeah. What's up, King J? That's right, smash the like button, everybody. I don't need to say it. Just smash it on your way in. Smash it on your way in. We got to pump our bags. Do it for the chain. Do it for the chain. What's up, Half May? How are you? You like the music? Good. Good to hear. What's up, Deerslayer? I knew some of you guys. I feel like I knew who was going to know what it was and like it. That's cool. Right on. Pups, things are great. It's really good. It's really good. It's good, dude. What's up, SW? How you doing? This kid's just Slumdog, just walking around kicking everybody in the nuts. Got nothing to lose. Bam. Oh, this guy's a trip. It's blessed times, man. Blessed times. Let me think. People are still checked out of crypto. People are still checked out big time. It's crazy. But in some ways, they're smart too. We got this rally going on. And we're going to look at it. We're going to see where we're headed, how high we can go. Can we go a lot higher? Are we topping out? What's going on? Is PulseChain, are altcoins going to pick up some of this steam? We're going to take a look at this. BTC to 70s before retracement. Yeah, let's go look at it. Let's get right into it. Where are we at? We'll come back to the robot news later. Yeah, check this out. Okay, what am I doing over here? Let's go to that clean one where we had the lines for the high and the low. All right, this one's great. I'm gonna turn off these moving averages right now. Let's get right into it because this is nice, right? We got the Clarity Act, which last I saw is 1 yard from passing. That's what they posted from Trump's team. I don't know how certain that is. It sounds a little, but it doesn't matter. Price doesn't care. It's moving up. We hit the low. The low was 57.3. We're up now at 66. Over 10. What's that? Almost a 20% move, right? So it's nothing to, it's a 17, 18% move. It's really good. And I want to know how high we can go. Now, these pink lines, if you guys remember, this is the high, and this is the technical low based on all our other past bull runs, okay, which comes in end of September, October, which is why everybody keeps calling for an October bottom, which is fair. It's always done that before. I don't know if it's going to be that easy this time. I have a feeling we're either going to get the early bottom or a late bottom, to me, when I think about it, okay? But one thing I know for sure is that we're going to get surprised. No doubt about it. There's always a surprise. There's always going to be a good surprise, right? We have a nice... we're on the weekly right now. We have this nice bullish divergence with the RSI, so I think we were all expecting a move, all right? And I had... let me see here. I had the uptrend starting. I know this was an old chart we've been looking at right around this time period. And we have moved into this level. But one thing I want to show you is very simply that... let's just go to the clean one so we can start fresh here. Okay. All right. What is above us right now is a ton of resistance, all right? In that 67 to 69K range, okay? A ton of resistance, okay? Hang on 1 second here. Okay, cool. All right, I remember what we're looking at here. Now, the bottom of this wick over here, or the top of this volume range, where a lot of trading happened, is around 71.5, 72-ish, okay? And if you think about it almost in this way, like you've got this impulsive move, this giant vector candle, and if you had a move like this, here you got you could see like it's a bullish engulf, some ways, a strong candle, all right, from the open to the close. And I have it flipped over. I would assume we're going to get some kind of test of this range of this candle before this moved up, no matter what, right? And I flip it back over. It makes sense, all right, that we're going to get some kind of move, hopefully up into this range, maybe 69, 70, 71, maybe 72, and take out some of that, okay? I think that's to be expected. Now, what's really interesting, if you come over here and you kick on some moving averages here, and I go to the daily, you can see right above the 200 is at 72, okay? So we have some nice confluence there, all right? We're above the 50. We got the 200 above us. And if we come here to the weekly, you can also see above us, which is the green one, which is the 50, all right? And it's turning down, and that is all the way up here at about 84, all right? And we would need to clear this resistance around 71, 72 and then it's really a lot of room above us. But the question is, are we going to get above this chunk of resistance between 67 and 72? All right, this big mess right here. I certainly think we can push up more. Sentiment is good. Obviously, we've had this divergence for a while. I think a nice rally was called for without a doubt. And moving at least up into, as I showed you, this candle, okay, underneath this wick, so up to 72 for me is no problem, all right? I don't know if we're going to get above that, and I'll show you my concerns in a minute, okay? If we come over to the monthly, things are just coming out as normal, all right? Between the RSI, everything, there could potentially still be, more time here, at least going sideways. We don't have to put in a new low, but I'm not necessarily saying the bear is over, okay? And one way we can look at that is even simply turning on the Gaussian channel, which I have here, and you can go back on the weekly and see other bull runs, and there certainly is quite a bit of red, okay? It's a time thing. It's either distance and time, which is something I've talked a lot about. We don't have to go much lower, but you need something, all right? You need something because you need to give people an opportunity to sell, all right? And it doesn't have to go lower. We don't need them to sell at a low price. We just need them to sell in the markdown phase, which is what we're in right now. We're marking down the asset. And psychologically, you can't just rush that. All right, you need time for people to say, you know what, there's something better over here. I want to come over here. All right, that's just the nature of the game. In every asset, it doesn't matter what it is. You need some time there. Okay, just like you need the price to go higher than people expect, you either need the price to go lower or you need it to hang out in a longer period of time, consolidating, to give people time to make those kind of decisions, right? To go against themselves in a way. Now, one thing, if you put the Gaussian channel, and you see it above us, okay, and you come over here to the daily, the top of the channel is where? 69. Okay, right in the middle of that range we just talked about, okay, between 67 and 72, okay? So the top of the Gaussian channel is at 69. And, you come over here to the weekly, and it's higher, it's above us, Could we make a move all the way up to it, which is about, 79, 80? It would still be a lower high from what we've done and still be congruent with the bear market. Sure, it's possible. We got to see how much energy we have here. But if they have this Clarity Act coming up, that could be a catalyst to bring us back down or obviously push us up based on what that outcome could be, right? So you've got this move off the bottom. Now, one thing I don't like is we don't have a ton of volume. And I'm going to go across and show you guys some other things I'm looking at. But let's go look at ETH really quick, all right? Because, this is nice on BTC, and we certainly have room to move up. Now, if we get above, obviously, 82, okay, which is the high back here, that's really something. And that's kind of where the 50 is right now, okay, on the weekly. And really quick, if I show you the Gaussian channel, that's going to send us right into the Gaussian channel. So we'd have to fight our way through a lot of this downward pressure, okay? Which it is what it is, all right? But I think that's a really good visual right now. Very simple to use for anybody. Now, if we come over here to ETH and switch back to the daily, this drawing I made, let me turn these EMAs off for now. If you see this drawing I made, it's this white line. I sketched this out, I think, April, May. I see the line here starting end of May. Okay, that's fine. And I think that we were over here, and I drew this. Now, what's crazy is we came down a little bit lower than I expected. I thought we were going to show a lot of strength, but we did show strength. We bounced really strong on this support line, and we've come up, and we're literally making our way up right where I'd drawn it to be. Now, why am I concerned? This is great, but price is like it's vulgar, all right. Price is doesn't really matter if, when you think about trading, when you think about is your money making money or not. It doesn't matter what price, just matters the momentum. Is it moving up on you or not, or moving against you, right? Moving with you or against you, right? So there's a lot of factors that contribute to whether this is actually, if we care about this that much or not, right?
obviously you see what I drew here. And this was something we talked about, fingers crossed, that hopefully we'd get a crazy wild summer and things would be cooking and moving up, okay? And are we getting it now? Maybe, okay? I mean, I certainly put the line here that we'd go up, we'd pull back on ETH around 21, 22, all right? I think the pull down here would probably come a little bit lower, but regardless, we would have something above the 2,000 for consolidating and then pushing us up, okay? Now, what I want to say here is that I don't see the support for it. I don't necessarily see the volume, and I can show you some other assets that are looking very stagnant right now that don't make a lot of sense, because big money, if a market's reversing, big money is going to front run you. They do it all the time. You would be what we call jumping across a creek or impulsive moves out of bottoms on a lot of altcoins that we don't see right now, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, okay? That's one of my concerns. Number two concern is they're kind of been egging us on the last couple weeks, and I talked a lot about a bullish avalanche of news, but that would be as if, you know, we had all that fear and we made a big move, an impulsive move up, and then we started getting, you know, all this bullish news. But what happened is we started getting these kind of like weak signals to move up and mixed signals, and price is not showing the kind of volume we really want to see to gauge a momentum shift. Now, it's still possible. I'm not saying it's not, but I'm kind of open now to the fact that maybe we do push up. We could push up to around 2K on ETH, pretty much where I drew here back in May. But instead of consolidating and then pushing up even more, we could be presented with a situation where the rally falls apart and we come back down to a level, hopefully a higher low, right? Which is something I'm kind of siding on now a little bit, right? And not to say there's not gains to be made right now, but it is what it is. I'm calling you guys, I'm calling it like I see it. I'm going to show you guys why I'm not crazy about what I'm seeing. One, it took forever to start showing this energy, and it's not as much energy as I would have anticipated. And if you come over here, and, you know, there's a ton of data we can go through. It's pretty crazy, you know. But just simply, if I come over to some of the main assets, you know, we see a little bit of energy here in XRP, but certainly not a strong move. Frankly, it looks pretty weak, even though we see possibly head and inverse head and shoulders. But you see that all the time in bear markets. But a downtrend is a downtrend, and these things always fall to the downside anyway, right? Unless it's a reversal. We don't see a lot of strength. And I would think that if we were making a market reversal, big money would know, and XRP would have had an impulsive move at least up to the $1.50 range, like without a doubt in my mind. I think we would have seen a candle out of here like this, okay? And, you know, if I come over here to Solana, regardless of whether you're a fan of these or not, there's big monies and all this stuff, right? And once again, this also played out, I mean, incredibly. I mean, we drew this back at the beginning of May 10th I drew this. And this played out. Look at that. Just tracing exactly what I did. But there's no energy here at all. This is just dead. It's not dead, but you know what I mean? Why isn't it moving? Why isn't it showing any life right now? Right? It's nothing. This too, as well, I would have expected by now big money to have grabbed this and been moving up on it. Okay? That was the white line I just drew. That should have at least popped. You know what I mean? Why hasn't it popped? What's it doing? Yeah, maybe it's just everybody's waiting for the Clarity Act. Sure. Maybe it gets approved. And all of a sudden, all these assets that are hanging out down here, Solana, XRP, you know, Link, whatever it is, we can go look at Hype, Astra, some of the latest ones too, they'll all of a sudden make a big move. Is that possible? Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. But I would think insiders would know by now, right? Like, this is totally an insider's market, guys. Come on. We've seen shenanigans like we've never seen before lately in crypto, right? And I think we would have seen the insiders know, man. They would have already you would see Astra pop by now. This is Binance's thing. You don't think this, if ETH starts roaring and we go into a bull market, you don't think CZ's exchange token is going to go ballistic? Of course it is. Of course it is. This is going to go berserker mode, right? It's fucking CZ's fucking exchange token, all right? And it's dead. It's dead. It's not dead. It's not dead. It's just still consolidating. So why is big money not grabbing a hold of this and sending it and at least moving it out of this range so retail doesn't realize we're entering a bull run and starts buying? They're not. Not even CZ's bought this up yet. Why? What do they know? Because they would buy this very quickly and at least mark it up to here, okay? And it hasn't been marked up yet because they know retail is going to realize that, oh, the Clarity Act's passed, ETH is up, blah, blah, blah. They're going to buy. They would have already marked this stuff up, man. You guys kind of vibing what I'm saying here? I'm thinking psychology here, right? And nothing's happening here. This is Astro. Let's go look at Hype. Hype is the darling of Wall Street right now. It is the darling. All right? Now, Hype is up, man. Hype is strong. But it's been in this pattern forever. It actually dumped. So, like I said, are they just waiting for the Clarity Act to pass and all of a sudden they're going to buy this stuff up? Yeah, I don't know. But they ain't really marking this up right now. This should have at least popped out of here. This should have had like a big green dildo to here, to the all-time high on this, right? Up into that range. It should have popped up to there. And it didn't. Which means big money's not trying to front run anything right now. Right? Oh, Lighter. Yeah, I was just playing on that exchange today, actually. It's cool, man. It's a cool exchange. It's quick. I like the front end. It's nice. We'll go look at it. Hang on. Their token's up. I think it was up earlier in the morning when I was checking it. So, but like I said, these are things that big money's in. You know what? Solana, Astra, Hype, XRP, and they ain't touching it now. Like I said, maybe they're just waiting till Wednesday or whatever. But I do think big money would have marked this up by now because they know that retail also is going to start wanting to buy this stuff. Right? Because they're not dumb. They know ETH is going up, but retail wants to make his money where? Altcoins, right? They want to start buying, the latest altcoin to get more X's, right? But we don't see any of those really pumping or being marked up, or an impulsive move is really what I'm looking for. Like a big volume move in them, showing that big money's ready for what's coming. Or big money's ready for ETH really starting to fly. And I don't see it. Why don't I see it? Let's go look at Lighter. Now Lighter's up. Lighter's small. Was it LIT? I don't remember. I was actually looking at it on the exchange. So I don't know I don't remember what the actual token name is. Lighter. Okay, let's go look here. There you see something, but I don't know a lot of facts on Lighter right now, but it's definitely bullish. But once again, just baby kind of moves here. Fine, it looks fine. But wait a minute. Hang on here. Oh, it's not good at all. That's not good at all. So. I guess if you draw it here, you could say it broke out. Maybe it's breaking up. Fine. Injective. I'll look at injective. Let's see. Is it still on? It's still INJ, right? Let's come here. All right. Oof. It's not good, man. This is really bad. This is very nasty looking. This is not good. This is coming all the way down to $3. This is gonna half, is what it looks like to me. So, wait, what did you say? Injected got potential. William, come on, man. We need to have you watch this channel more. This chat, how does that look to you? I should have asked you guys first, but how does that look to you? Am I crazy? That doesn't look good, does it? Does that look bullish? I suppose it could keep pushing up. What do you guys think? I haven't looked at injective in forever. Oof. Yeah. What do you guys think? Perma Shrimp, you got it. What's up, Artie? Ready? Too blessed to be stressed. Smash the like button, everybody. Smash it. We'll go look at PulseChain and stuff in a sec, too. What do you guys think? Does this look bullish? So it's injective. And no, I don't think it looks bullish. We'll go look at Arrow. I mean, it certainly looks bullish temporarily. Yes. Absolutely could be. Absolutely could be. Because you've completed the markdown phase. You could have a cup and handle here, sure. This is pretty nasty looking right now. I mean, you could have had inverse head and shoulders here as well. But the price action's showing some change, some not so good, but it's possible. So once again, if this bull run sticks, and to be clear, that was my original feeling. That's why I have this drawing going straight up, because I really believed it was very possible we could have a bull run in this summer, surprising everybody. And we're certainly heading that way. I'm just saying that I don't see the support, right? Like price is cool. It's one thing, but we're looking at strength, volume, okay? We want to see support that is supported. Otherwise, you can consider price being just like vulgar, like just a vulgar thing, Sure, the price is up, okay. But does it have support? Do we have momentum in that direction? And I guess one of my concerns is seeing, not that much strength across the rest of major altcoins, what you might call your top 10 or whatever, right? And we can look at other ones, but we look at a few that are very popular right now. We don't see anybody trying to front run anything. That's all I'm saying. I don't see indications of people like, oh, someone knows something. There's some big green candles here on Hype or Solana or XRP or any of that. And I don't see it. I just don't see it. All right. So it's a concern, right? It's a concern that this is a bull trap. All right. So even though I want to believe this is going to push up just like I drew, and it is heading in that direction, literally on the line I drew, it could turn around. But I'm going to keep my fingers crossed, all right? And we're going to stay on top of this, of course, and update you guys in real time. We need to get around on ETH at least 2,100, maybe 2,000. Yeah, we need to clear and hold above 2,000, man. That's all that matters. I don't care how high we go right now. We just need to hold maybe above 2,200, 2,000. We need to make our way up here. We're really getting above 2,400. Yeah. Otherwise, cycles are in charge, and we will roll over maybe in a couple weeks here, maybe in a week. I don't know. Right, we got the news for the this Clarity Act, and either it's going to be good news and we'll push up a little more, but by now insiders would know. I think we would see more heat in the bigger projects in crypto by now. I think we would have seen Aster, Hype, Solana, XRP. They would show a little bit more. All right, these are kind of some of the hot ones. All right, and we don't see that yet. So maybe it passes, and maybe it passes, and maybe we get surprised with something. Maybe we just start getting an avalanche good news. Right now, it's starting to play out more like a bull trap now than us just pushing up and going for that summer Ethereum bull run. All right, I'm not seeing the support for the price. Okay, so the price is pushing up. Great, trade it, enjoy it. But I don't see much support yet, is what I'm saying. All right, and it is what it is. Now, I don't necessarily believe we're going to get October 10th, like easy play out for like the bottom, but it could come early. Maybe it comes in August, right? And or maybe it's much later. That's something we have to entertain as well. All right, and that's another concern too, that if these things aren't showing impulsive strength to move into like a new, let's see, for example, like XRP, if this isn't showing a real renewed vigor to move into, let's say, a new range, a new trading range, so then the low would be behind us, this would come down lower. And the problem we run into now is that when we break out of here, we're going to need something sideways, and we'll end up doing that at a lower level if we're not getting a lot of strength here. And even though this is showing potential, I mean, we certainly could still break out. Like I said, I'm open to maybe tomorrow, or who knows what kind of bullish news they give us. It's really going for it. But right now, it does seem like people could be selling into it, because this is weak on XRP here. All right, right now, right? But we could still get a rally. But yeah. Yeah. All right, so it's good. You know, it's breaking out of this little triangle, but there's not a lot of volume here. This is not a lot of volume. Because big money's in XRP too. Remember that. Big money's in some of these. You'd see their footprints. All right? No matter how hard they're hiding from us. And we're not coming across. I'm not necessarily seeing it. Even though, of course, BTC, ETH pushing up. Got a little price action. I'm looking for that support. All right. I'm looking for the clues that tell me this is supported. All right. Why are you doing that? Oh, okay. Slow down on me. Yo, what's up? 1000X. Expedition. Thoughts on index token from Robinhood, overhyped Ponzi, or legit? I don't have any, but it's being pushed by some influencers and fell since then. Okay. So if you click join down below, we do TA on these altcoins. And I think I gave my TA. Actually, we looked at index when it was like much lower and it pumped up. I'll tell you really quick. It looked top to me. I need to go look at the chart. I was looking at the chart maybe a couple days ago. But we'll cover it again tonight. So click join down below if you want to go in depth on that one. And I'll show you guys. But it did seem overhyped. Okay, I'll just say that. And it may not be the time to jump into something like that, right? So, yeah. What's up? Smash the like button, everybody. Smash it. Kronos. What's this at? Okay, this is a pretty big chain. And you would think if the market was reversing, there's actually a lot of really big kind of holders and fans of this. There would be some life on this, right? Kronos maybe would have at least popped up. At least be teasing the fucking resistance line. At least teasing the resistance. It's only 15% away. It can't even make it up to tease the fucking resistance line. All right? It can't even make it up to tease the resistance line. So why not? So that's why I'm starting to feel this move is just not supported, and they're luring people in. All right. But let's see. I'm open to the fact. But some of these big boys, they have huge big money behind them. Big traders trade this stuff, and they're it's like they're waiting for the last shoe to drop. I hate to say it. And I was very bullish before about getting this bull run here in June, or July. We waited, but a lot of time has gone by now. A lot of time now is gone, and it's a problem. All right, because now you're deeper into like there's like mini cycles between highs and lows and bigger ones and stuff. You're kind of deep in one now, and it's fine. I'm ready to be surprised, but like I said, I'm looking for that support. I'm looking for other clues on how strong a long you can put here, and I don't see it. Now, Dixie, still very bullish, no doubt about it. This is not budged. It's not showing weakness. This is very bullish. Let's go look at USDT dominance. Let's see if we get some clues there. Obviously, it must have pulled back a little bit, right? How much did it pull back? We didn't even break. Okay. Okay, well, whatever. It doesn't look great anymore. No doubt about it. It's following. we said there's two routes. One is going up, one's down. It's following the down route. That's good. This is good. I'll make you see the white. It's following that squiggle nicely. It's coming down here. That's good. And this looks like shit. Okay, this looks like dog shit. I mean, it's pretty much head and shoulders right here. So let's see where it goes to. Let's look for confluence here, because we got support underneath us. Let's see if it matters. Let's just do it for the fun of it. It's stable coin dominance, but let's just see what it's pointing at. Let's see what it's pointing at. It's so maybe we got a lot more rallied ahead of us at least. So I'm just gonna line it up there. Wow, that would be a good breakdown if that happened. That'd be a strong breakdown here of the stable coins. Sometimes, what's on the daily? Okay, it's usually reliable there. Let's pull this out. Broke down from there. Let me do it again. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Confluence is beautiful right there with slight adjustment. Right down to 7.3%. All right. That would be awesome. That could be awesome. So that's good. This is a good sign. All right. Stablecoin dominance, or, market cap is weakening and showing signs of further weakness. Good. That's good. So, maybe they don't know about the Clarity Act. Maybe there isn't really insiders. I'm open to that. Tesla, not looking great, but above strong support. Let's look at the SPX. Super Snake, in my opinion, retail is not buying crypto yet. We'll just have to wait and see how sentiment changes. No, retail is not. Retail has been destroyed. And in all fairness, alts have not left a good impression on people. Look, the people's favorite, which was PulseChain or Richard Hart, has performed worse than FTX. Sam Bankman-Fried outperformed Richard Hart, who was supposed to be like the people's guy. This is not good. I mean, people aren't dumb. I mean, they're kind of sheeple and NPCs. I get it, but they're not retarded dumb. Like, you know what I mean? They get it. They see it, man. They're just gambling. They'd rather gamble than buy anybody's bags anymore. They'd rather just fucking gamble. We look at I looked at MSTR, right? I mean, yeah. This is, once again, on the daily and weekly, I think we have bullish divergence down here, so a rally makes sense. We push up certainly a bit more, at least into August, before rolling over. What's the? Hang on, let me do that daily here. What's the? So if we do like just like 55 days, it's middle of August. Yeah, we could push up some more. Well, this looks good. This looks like it's got room to run. At least up to 120 area. What's Ton doing? Okay, look, man. Here's Ton. Ton is huge, okay? And another kind of like people's kind of chain, right? Like, what's his name? The guy from Ton. He's loved by the people, so to speak, right? DeFi and Telegram and kind of fighting the man, right? So this is broke down over, you've got this support went back to October 2025, and we've been crawling up it, and we've broken under it, and we're coming up to retest it right now, all right? And it's being rejected right now on the daily, all right? Not good. Not good. All right. And now, could anything happen tonight, tomorrow? Yeah, man, a lot can happen. You know, the Clarity Act passes. Maybe they start a tweet storm of really positive stuff coming out that they're going to do this and do that, and they really work on the sentiment. Sure, we could have really something happen here, okay? But nothing's showing that much strength right now. And this is ton, or they call it gram now, right? Gram. It's going up and being rejected easily. It should have probably popped back in above this support line by now. Well, it's resistance now, right? But I would think that this should have easily had the volume. It didn't fall that far. It's not like it came down here and had to come back to retest. It literally comes here, does a retest, being rejected. It should have already popped above and been mucking about on top right now. It's not. It's not, man. Okay, and these are insiders in a lot of these projects, man. They know what's up. They ain't pumping it. They ain't buying them. You think they would have scooped up large fucking volumes right now, some of this stuff? I just don't see it. So either we just don't have, it's an anomaly and we have no insiders this time, and the insiders are about to be surprised by the Clarity Act, or we're working our way actually into a bull trap, unfortunately. All right. Where's PulseChain at? Let's look really quick. Somebody, in our group, because you guys are smart now, and you guys know stuff, somebody was like, could this be a double bottom? It could. We don't really have the volume for it. We've certainly been showing a lot of bullish divergence. It could be. But sometimes when you get a double bottom on a bottom, you can really see the strength. Like, you can see the volume. You can see the candles showing, like, agitation, like positive agitation. Like, people are excited. You can see it in the candles and stuff like that. They're buying it. I don't necessarily see it here. All right. Now, it could prove to be a double bottom, okay, later, because maybe, like I said, tomorrow we get some more positive news, and Wednesday, and then all of a sudden volume starts picking up and we see the strength come in and blah, blah, blah. We certainly have bullish divergence. That's fantastic. We've been talking about that forever. That's great. But, man, I'm just not seeing the kind of price support I want to see for a reversal on alts right now. All right. It's been down so long. Dude, it's been down so long. Like, you guys think you're waiting and you're DCAing. Dude, there are people with millions of dollars that DCA into this stuff, guys. Okay? They're not even whales. Like, to you, they'd be a whale, right? Or to me. All right? They're not nibbling on anything right now. Why? Why aren't the smart money buying? Because I would see their signature by now. Like, I went through all these top 10 already, right? I went through all your hyped projects. Why don't I see a signature of big money right now snapping on stuff if a reversal was imminent? Others chart, right? We've talked about it forever. Like, it's literally time. Dude, big money would come into this and just, when this reverses, you're just going to see God candles. They're going to just chomp it up. And maybe it happens tomorrow, right? Maybe overnight we get some Clarity Act front running and they announce something, and tomorrow we start seeing like tons of volume coming. Yeah, sure, I'm ready for it. I'm just letting you know that right now I don't see the support on the prices. All right, and I want to go up. I showed you guys my lines. I've been anticipating this. I was very we could really have a bullish July and August, but I'm not seeing that kind of fire right now, man. The support, right? Like, sure, we have double bottoms, we have prices, but where's the support? Where's the volume? Where's the momentum? Where's the buy orders? Where's the liquidity? Right? That's what I'm talking about, right? Pavel Durov, yeah, thank you, sir. Den Poppins. What's up, Den Poppins? Hey, Saint. People talk about this being a mid-cycle correction for BTC instead of a full bear. Is it clear cut as far as you can see it? What would you look for to make your determination? Den Poppins, you just come in because I've been ranting about this for the last 30 minutes. All right, so go back earlier and listen to what I've been talking about. I'm not sure. I don't see the support yet. That's all I'm saying, right? I don't know, what else can we look at? But you guys see what I'm saying? Like, these are not nobody tokens. Like, Astra's not a nobody coin, man. I think CZ's insiders would have been buying this, snapping this up by now. All right. We can go look. Index. I already have it open right here. Okay, fuck it. Let's look at index. You guys, is that the popular one? I mean, it doesn't look good. No, I looked at this before. It looked like it topped, on a lot of hype. And, I mean, I guess anything's possible if we have a sentiment change overnight. But this might have topped up here at 6 cents, right? At 0.066 cents. Is that what it topped at? 6 cents. It was cool because we talked about this in our, if you click the join button in the member stream, we talked about it last week. It was down here at 0.002 cents. It was under a penny. And I don't remember who brought it up, but it was awesome. So good on you guys. I think the price was here at half a penny. I think it was right here. And someone brought it to the group. And yeah, it certainly could have done well. It ran hard, but no, it's struggling right now, man. Look, ETH broke out. Once again, I'm going to go back, just like all the other tokens I've been showing you guys tonight. Like, ETH is breaking out. Fucking Bitcoin is breaking out, and this is dumping. Why isn't this pumping? Why? If this is the latest hype thing, why isn't big money grabbing a hold of this and running it? What do they know that we don't know, right? The people that are calling for, a reversal and we're going up, And this looks dunzo to me. If it's doing this right now, doesn't look good, man. This is coming all the way home, probably to half a penny, where we talked about it in our group. Okay. So, but once again, if we start a bull run, because if we get some Clarity Act, bullish news, and something happens tonight and tomorrow, and of course, all fuck your TA, right? Everything's gonna pump. Fuck the TA. But when I look across the board at, like I was showing you guys, all these big name tokens, I barely see any activity. Like, not even someone's cousin is buying this right now. Someone's cousin always knows something. There's always insiders, man. Why aren't the insiders buying? Hang on. I'm back on the red wine. Life is better with red wine. It just is. I don't know why. Yeah. Okay. Fine. What else can I say about this? Let's see. Good to see you. What's up, Crypto? Hey, Artie, how you doing, man? What's going on? Haven't seen you guys in a while. Oh, I haven't put a link up. I'll put a link up too. We'll hang out for a little bit here. Put a link up in Telegram for you guys. I always forget to do that now. But in the bear, people have just been like half asleep or checked out. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. So let's go hang out on X for a bit, man. Let's go on there and see what's going on with sentiment, right? But, we see our levels here. We talked about that on BTC, where I think it could go, or a range, if we're not already topped out. I doubt we are. I think we push up more. And we looked at ETH. Doge. Doge is a big one. Let's look at Doge. Dude, Doge is going to be the last man standing when it comes to meme. Let's look at how much pumpage Doge did, because if we're starting a bull run, man, Doge must be pumping. The insiders must be grabbing hold of Doge by the handful. And look at that. It's just ready to fall down to a lower price target, isn't it? I mean, RSI showing strength. We, like I said, maybe we get a little rally out of this. We got some bullish divergence. But price action wise, does that look bullish to you? You're telling me ETH's about to go on a tear to $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, and Doge is going to sit here at 7 cents? That's what you're telling me? That no insider, nobody on Elon Musk's family tree, nobody decided to get on this because this could do more? Right? Dude, come on. Now something's not right, man. I don't see the support, and like I said, maybe it shows up tomorrow. Maybe all of a sudden tomorrow, Doge and XRP and everything pops out, and we see some big green candles because volume's coming in. But dude, you're telling me nobody's even buying Doge as ETH starts hurtling toward 15,000? Nah, something's off. Somebody knows something. Somebody knows something, man. But let's see. Let's see. It's not over yet. It's still, we still got this bullish sentiment in. We can push up more. Let's see what news they release over the next day or two. And I'll be the first to chime in and be like, cool, it is working out. And, we got it and we're moving up. But, man, I'm looking at this stuff going like, you're kidding me, right? Graham looking bullish, making a potential 3 rising method on 3 week if you check. Okay, let's go look at it again, man. Let's go look. I think on mine it's still a ton, but it changed in the thing, didn't it? Hang on a second. I think they did change it. Here. Nah, it's still a ton / gram, whatever. We'll fix it. Okay, let me get rid of this trend line. Okay, let's look at what you're saying here. Motion make potential 3 rising method on the 3 week. I don't get the 3 weeks. On the 3 week. You do 3 week charts. All right, let's do it. Let's do it, man. Let's entertain it. This better be good, bro. This better be good, man. All right, 3 week. Wait, did it go? Can you give me the 3 week? Where'd it go? There you go. Okay, 3 week. All right, let's see what we got. Yeah, no, it's cool, man. It's good. It's cool. Like, these are times when we want to check and do it. I appreciate it. I always learn something. I was hoping to learn something here. I'm gonna run some fibs here, just to see what's going on. Yeah, G36 falling underneath, it's coming down. Great. That's fine, to be expected. And let's go ahead and do it over here. Let's see what we got. Let's take a look at this. Okay. All right. Once again, 236. We're up. Golden pocket. Bada boom. Okay, got good support. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and the membership we'll get onto. I mean, I like what I see on the RSI. All right. Okay. Wow, I could have got it 57 cents. Look at that. Crashed hard there, huh? Doing a scoop. Okay, that's there. Yo, what's up, Oxada? How you doing? And okay.
What's up, Tam Tam? Yeah, Den Pop, check it out. What's happening, X-A-Lot? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Okay. For me, look. I'm glad it pumped back up to 155 from 132. All right. It doesn't matter what time frame I put it on. I see what I see. Okay. I guess you could just take that wick out and you just go like that. I suppose you could be like, fine, but yeah, but I don't see I see that. I see that, that breakdown and reversal. So like you're saying, the bearish breakout, that's what I'm looking at right now. Okay. And I'm with you 100% on that. It's just not at the level that I expect if ETH is about to wake up and go on a tear. Because, and I showed you on all these assets, there has to be insiders somewhere. And they're not that bullish. This looks like retail move. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Now, maybe it's just a surprise. Maybe they're all coordinating it with this release of the Clarity Act, and all of a sudden we're going to see some pops. But like, this is still, to me, weak. Even though it's a failure of a bearish breakdown. That's what you meant, right? Bearish breakdown, breakout, whatever you meant, right? You seem, right? And you seem said a smart thing. Like what he's talking about is exactly what my eyes have been fixated on for like the last 5 minutes on this chart. All right. It's just a weak fail. But it failed. I get you. It's bullish. But dude, if ETH's about to go on a tear, you're telling me nobody's scooping up Graham? Right? Not us. We're just following the charts, and I trade the charts. But like, there's people who know. They know. They're friends with Vitalik, and he has connections to DC and everything, and they know shit. There's people insiders, man. One of the funds is accumulating. I can't remember what one though. Okay. So then, we'd have to see like better volume on something like this, but I don't see the volume, that much volume either. Right. At least we'd see a bigger candle with like a lower close or something like that. Right. Fine. But we're just not seeing that much right now. Let's just go back to let's go to a daily again on this. Okay. Like, you're telling me that is a fund accumulating right now? It just looks weak to me, man. That's all I'm saying. But potential is there. You're right. It is a failure of a bearish breakdown. Okay, fair enough. The potential is there. That's what I'm saying. Let's see what happens tonight or tomorrow. But I'm giving you guys my kind of like my take on it. Whereas I'm like got my concerns, right? And fine, you could draw that. Okay, and then we could do this. And if I do it like that, I'm seeing it's coming up to a resistance. So whatever, there's room to play. Let's see what happens. But that's a tiny little green candle. Considering that if we're about to reverse and ETH is about to go and challenge the high, that's a weak fucking candle, man. And we looked at all the assets. We looked at a lot of the top 10. We were seeing the same. We're seeing the lack of that support is what I'm telling you. So price is one thing, but what's behind it matters the most. When you look at when we're looking at bottoms and reversals and this and that, right? And a lot of people that want to tell you ETH's about to go to 10K for sure. A lot of them are selling their memberships or altcoins, and they want you to buy the altcoins. And that's what I'm telling you about these big top 10 altcoins. Like, there's not that much fucking volume coming in them. All right. Because at the higher level, it's the same shit. So if like, these people that are billionaires and millionaires, they find out ETH's about to go to 10K, they're going to be scooping up Graham and XRP and all these altcoins. Okay. Just like you have altcoins that are respective for your net worth, right? So you're looking at the $100,000 K, the smaller altcoins, right? Like we have on PulseChain, right? To get your 10, 20, 30x or more.
right? Well, the rich people are doing the same thing, bro. All right? They're just looking at, $100 million market caps or $1 billion market caps because they're coming in with big money, all right? And they want the same thing. They want the gains. And I'm just seeing I don't see their fingerprints right now. All right. So maybe they're doing it in a way so retail doesn't get notified, but that seems strange because the news is constantly telling us Clarity Act is coming and all this great stuff. And Russia just passed a Bitcoin law and Japan is passing one. And all I get is these tiny, little preteen hard-ons over here. What is this? What kind of candle is that? I mean, it's good, but it looks like a retest of a breakdown. I don't see the... there's no oomph anywhere, man. All right? But I'm positive, okay? I'm glad ETH is going up and challenging some of this stuff. Let's see what happens in the next day or two with Clarity Act, okay? I'm just doing what I do, okay? Which is I look for clues and I look at the psychology and I'm trying to get things. One of the funds, thanks for taking another look either way, true. SpaceX, SaySex, SawSex, Super Snake. Is that a typo? Let's look at SpaceX. I have my targets for that. I told you guys I have a friend in there. It's at 122. Okay. Look, it pumped as well. It sold off really quick. This is a great example of that friend you have in crypto that tells you falling wedges always break to the upside. And I told you guys that is not true. Okay. Oh my God. So probably your favorite crypto bro probably would have told you that this is coming next because it's a falling wedge. No, that's not how it works, man. And once again, it's the same kind of idea. When you have a pattern, you need support for it. Okay. The support for this was going to be down. Well, obviously, it's a record-breaking IPO. These tends to all go down for a bit, and then it'll find a bottom. Okay, and I'm thinking the bottom on this is going to probably be around 103, which is why I have a purple line down there. There's my purple line. Let's see. I have downside and upside targets for everything. So 103 may be a good place to enter. Could it go lower? It could. But I don't want to get into those shenanigans until we break 100. Okay. If we break $100, we'll look at SpaceX and figure out how low it could go. But, it could also consolidate around here, around 118. I think I'll put a box here. I think that maybe it could go really low too. There could be some nuttiness going on here. But I would think probably if you pick it up somewhere between there and $100, it's probably a good deal. So I'll put a box there. That's probably a good deal. You'll be happy later on in the future, okay? But anything's possible. Hell, it could go all the way to $50. Probably no, But I think if you buy this purple box, you'll be happy in the future. All right, let's just say that. There you go. That's what I think there. Let's look at the 12. Let's look at the 4 hour here. Yeah, we'll get chop above this. It'll drop into here eventually. Let's get the Russell. The Russell. That's not pretty. A ton of bearish divergence here going all the way back to April. That's not that bad. Well, let's see. I mean, certainly looks like this could pull back a little more. Probably in, August might get a pullback eventually. Where are we at? All right, let's go look at X. You guys have questions? Smash the like button. You guys have questions? Like I told the guys that I'm not sure we're totally going up on a tear, and a few people unsubscribed from the members. And I was like, okay, but I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't get into this to be a crypto KOL. I really got into this because I thought PulseChain was cool, and I could do this for a living and never stream again. I don't need to mislead anybody. I just tell you guys what I see. All right, I tell you guys what I see. But a lot of people just need you to buy their altcoin. They need you to stay as a member. Like I could lie and tell you it's about to go up any second. Keep all my members or some shit. I don't care, guys. It's not going to pay my rent at the end of the day. My ability to trade and read these markets is what's really going to, pay my lifestyle and my bills and everything, right? I talk to you guys like family, and I always have. All right. Let's see if there's any other anything. mean, everything just looks like, psh. Doesn't Mara. Mara is very strong, okay? It's a minor, all right? And doesn't look like it's about to break out, but it's showing some volume. It's actually showing some strength. Miners are good. I joined the crew. Oh, what's up, Expedition? Thanks, man. Happy to have you. Thanks, Half Man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I tell you how it is. I just thought, who would I want to talk to when I got to crypto that wasn't there when I got here? I was like, oh, somebody just telling me like it was. Okay. I was like, let me be that guy. Let me be that guy for everybody for a little bit here. So here's the crypto total excluding 10. What do you see here? We've been watching this for a while. All right. This does not necessarily look like it's ready to really go ballistic. And, if we just run a line and not to say this actually holds up, you can't really TA an RSI, but, you can use this as confluence to think about based on patterns you've seen play out. There could be more downside here. It's possible. All right. It's possible now. And what's happening here? Let's look at these candles. Okay. Okay. That's nice. We got this. This is on the monthly, man. I like this candle over here. We had March. Okay. That, to me, that shows we could just chop sideways, which you kind of did, but we really got sold down. Total market cap hard April. May was looking good. Really strong bearish engulfing here for June. And now we got a little bit of action here on July. But not what you would expect if people expected ETH to go on a tear. And like I said, if ETH's going on a tear, there's insiders, man. You're looking for their footprints. Like, they always leave clues, man. You can't, I'm trying to think positive. Maybe there isn't insiders this time on the Clarity Act and this and that. But, yeah, I find it hard to believe, man. And I'm just not seeing the footprints of the gods right now, right? You need the footprints of the whales, man. Where are they at? They haven't left a fingerprint anywhere. All right, let's go look at this one. All right, this one we've been, this is a top 10 dominance. Okay, this is nice. This is actually really nice. Still, okay. We got bullish divergence. You got this epic MACD cross down here on the monthly. Even you come down here to the 2 month, okay, you certainly have the prospect that this is going to cross pretty soon on the 2 month, okay? And here's a monthly, all right, down here. And when it crosses, you better have your bags packed, right? But what do we see here? All right, we see this pennant. We've been tracking this forever, right? Obviously, we want this to break out. We want this to come in here and start moving, man. All right, with this MACD, RSI looking good. You got a nice, juicy inverse head and shoulders looking thing right here. Either way, this is bullish price action, rounded bottom. Doesn't matter what you want to call it. It's good. All right, it's good. And so this is one of the things we're helping with the thesis. We're thinking, man, he's got to go on a tear soon here, man. Look at this. Look at this thing. This is nice. This is ready to go. But I want to also remind you that it's up at resistance right now, and in a downtrend, I don't care what bullish price action you see. The default setting is still to the downside, right? And we've talked about this so many times in the private when I've shown you guys on PulseChain all the inverse head and shoulders, and they break down. Why? In a downtrend, the energy and momentum is to the downside. I don't care if you saw a fucking cup and handle. I don't care what you saw. You still need to understand that cycles are in control, and if you're on a downtrend, it'll break down. So I love this. I like what I'm seeing here. This is fantastic. I like the momentum, MACD, blah, blah, blah. But is a downtrend over? We don't know yet. This could still come down, and we could still be bullish. Like, obviously, let's say if this fails here and doesn't go up and it comes down, and sweeps this wick over here, and we just have a little more time. Then it breaks out over here. Fine. There's nothing broken about it. This is we're looking at a monthly chart. But I'm just saying, like, we don't know. We're at kind of a deciding point right now, but I'm not seeing that much strength in other things. But hey, this is still in play, okay? Though the MACD is starting to show a little bit of shudder, all right, that maybe it's going to come down and sweep a little bit of this wick, or at least come and retest 6% or something a little bit before it breaks out. Fine, whatever. It is what it is, okay? But hopefully it pops out. We get good news tomorrow or Thursday or Friday, and this just blasts out of here, and we see a lot of strength and momentum and energy and volume coming to the alts. You can see it in the candles and the wicks, and you can see people are furrying over it and trading it and stuff. Volume's got to pick up. So refreshing because I don't have anyone I really talk about my crypto with. None of my friends or family are interested or care. I hear you. Same situation I'm in, actually. Nobody here cares about it. And whoa. What's that? Okay. Super Snake says, I see weakness. Crypto markets are asleep. The riser says crash time. It could be. If it ends up being a bull trap, then it'll set us up for the next life down, right? Crypto's overbought, heading below 45. Alts will get crushed in August. It's possible. I don't know. But I'm laying it out for you guys, and I'm trying to be as straight as I can with you, right? I mean, I'm the one who drew these uptrends, okay? They're still there on my charts, all right? And it's played out perfectly up till now. I mean, well, it's still playing out perfectly. This is my Solana call, all right? We drew this in the beginning of May, and look at it. It played out unbelievably perfect, right? And I'm hoping for this to happen. But it's not doing anything right here. This is not doing anything. Doing nothing in the face of a possible reversal is not a good sign. Okay, it's not a good sign. But let's see what happens, right? Like Clarity Act tomorrow, Thursday. Hey, I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible. All right. But if these don't get energy, then yeah, I mean, this is coming down. We talked about that, $50, whatever. XRP, I gave you guys targets. If we don't like start showing some strength here, all right. 60 cents, 70 something cents, 80 cents. It'd be a good buy. I think XRP will run hard. So let's see. Anything else here? Okay, let's just look at Twitter really quick, or X, and then you guys have questions, we'll come back. I really hope you guys don't think Clarity is passing, right? I don't. I told you my job is to be unbiased, though, the riser. And the fact is I don't know the answer, so I'm being unbiased. Like, I don't know. But it seems seems weird. I told you guys that. Like, to me, I'm like, my spidey senses are like, something's not right, man. All right. I'm not seeing any energy. I'm not seeing fingerprints of whales and insiders moving here. And Clarity Act teasing just seems like a bull trap, okay, right now. But let's see what happens, man. You guys saw the robots fighting? This is China. Dude, China's literally living in the future in Blade Runner. Dude, look how fast they get up. It's amazing. Dude, soon these are going to be fighting people, man. There's going to be like MMA, robot MMA. It's going to be crazy. Oh, his head fell off. Oh, his head is off, bro. This guy should kill him. What's wrong with the other one? Why is he having struggling here? The guy has no head. Fight! Hadouken! He's going for the kill here. He's no head. Finish it. Finish him! Done. Go! Oh, his head's gone! Oh, that's it. They literally fight till the head comes off the other guy. Wow. Oh, man. Bot got killed, bro. Dude, these are amazing. This is real? Why are we cheering on the Terminator? It's the end of humans. It might be the end of humans. It might be the end, man. It might be the end. Okay, we're getting distracted here. Let's get to, we're going to look up what's going on here. Okay, crypto. What's going on? White House pushes Senate Democrats to accept Trump's ethics deal and pass the Crypto Clarity Act. Bullshit.
Bitcoin and crypto, there is too much leverage players in it. That's why we had the washout, and I think there's more stability at these levels here. But no, we don't see that much implicit leverage. For the scale of the capital markets today, the leverage is not as large. I mean, that
So Bitcoin
Yeah,
had
this man's mouth. This is cool. London Stock Exchange will launch round the clock trading to compete with 24/7 crypto platforms. Unbelievable. FT reports. Russia pauses major crypto bill pending President Vladimir Putin's signature before taking effect. Russia passes bill establishing legal framework. The ECB just admitted stablecoins are draining European bank deposits. Oh, yeah. That's fine. I don't care about that. Tab.
他にご意見もないようですから討論は終局したものと認めます。これより採決に入ります。
They've cut crypto taxes in Japan from 55% to 20%, and they recognize crypto as a financial asset and allows banks to hold it.
商品取引法及び改正する法律案の法律案に
system and payment settlement infrastructure. BRICS grain exchange was proposed as well as the
Russia
newly
just passed their Crypto Clarity Act. Russia's government just passed a huge new law today making crypto like Bitcoin, Solana, and XRP totally legal for big international deals. Putin is expected to sign it any day now. While the U.S. argues in Washington, Russia's racing ahead with crypto. Who writes this shit? It's retarded. BRICS countries are building their own secret blockchain payment system that skips the U.S. dollar completely. The old petrodollar system where oil is sold in dollars is about to collapse. Soon countries will trade oil using crypto instead of dollars. Nations under U.S. sanctions can now easily buy and sell with crypto, breaking America's financial control. Tokenized gold and silver now also landed on XRPL via Treznet, showcasing how any institution in any country can get commodities on chain. The result, U.S. dollar loses its reserve currency status.
investment platform, reinsurance entity. And currently, up until recently, all these tracks have been completely monopolized by Western institutions. But gradually, as we develop such infrastructure that is not prone to arbitrary behavior, as we have settlements in national currencies, not in dollars or euros, by doing so we create safeguards and guarantees for future development. And the plans to develop India by 2027 should have such a safety net, because otherwise, all of a sudden, they do not like what Russia is currently doing, and today they do not like what China is doing. Who will they not like tomorrow? We could talk about any country, but primarily we are talking about countries of the Eurasian continent that includes, by the way, Persian Gulf country system and payment settlement.
But the true measure of a bipartisan bill is not whether everyone gets what they want. It's whether ultimately Americans will be better protected compared to the status quo. And there's actually no meaningful debate in that space. This is going to create, for the first time, a comprehensive federal framework and oversight over the crypto space. And Joe, I think it's important to remember, it's not about no regulation. This is about imposing regulation on the industry for the first time. And so you have a unique opportunity for the trifecta win-win-win. American investors, American innovators, and American standards get a...
They want to desperately meet, and until they're ready to meet in a...
You and other members of the Financial Services Committee are in New York to hold a field.
This is not an auto pen, by the way. Which is a big scandal. If that were a Republican, it would really be a big scandal. But it is one of the great scandals.
I mean, the big banks have been an absolute monopoly over our financial system for years. You and I have joked about it 1,000 times. You know, why can't you send a wire transfer past 5 o'clock on a Friday afternoon? You know why? Because the big...
They just make liquidity pools and then crash again and bought on cheap price. Interesting.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because I do want you to hear this. You know, as Swanee, the bipartisan group, still trying to get a Clarity Act done. We touched on this.
Pablo Dural's doing cool shit, man. He's an interesting guy.
Well, you don't
What
know
do
much
chat? What do you
about
guys think of
crypto.
Pavel
You know
Dural?
nothing.
Is he a good guy?
You and other members of the financial
Outlook is, I think the likelihood of that happening is now sub 50%.
This guy's having on PulseChain. Says super staking pool's gone up since 2024. I guess that's good.
They're like, oh, no. When rug pull. Here's a funny one. I hear this one all the time. Because there's so many garbage coins that are out in the world, where the price goes up and up and up, and then it just goes straight down to zero and never gets back up again. People have called it rug pulling. Now, look, I've been in crypto so long. I've been around since that word existed. We didn't have a word for rug pulling. But now it's so common that there's a word for it. So people hold the following two thoughts in their mind at the same time. One, apparently I have billions of dollars. Okay. But two, apparently I'm going to rug pull my coin that also apparently I hear that I own 90% of. And then you're like, okay, these are all funny stories. But like in theory, if someone were a billionaire and they had like all this money, why wouldn't they just buy more of the thing they liked instead of dumping the thing they liked? Like if Bezos bought shares in Amazon, would you be pissed off? If Apple does a stock buyback and they buy more of their own shares in their company back from the public, which is a way to turn earnings into yield for the shareholders, do you get mad and yell at Apple? And so we had to come up with a word for this fan fiction fantasy, which is the opposite of a rug pull, called a magic carpet ride. And so if you're worried about risk of a rug pull, what weighted value have you given the risk of a magic carpet ride?
Yeah, Sparkle Tooth, sure, but just trade it, man. It's a stock.
I'm going to
just trade it, dude. There's a lot of posting, this and that.
Those are the big ones. Facebook, TikTok. Let's see about TikTok right now. We're live so far on TikTok.
Clarity
Haven't
Act.
shut us off yet.
I'll talk about Clarity Act. I'm open to it being something special, but with all this anticipation, could just be a sell or a nothing burger. It's interesting. I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know. Oh, there you go. Vault 369. Fast Abdul's busy building stuff.
Outlook is, I think.
There is no.
Aren't you tired of dashboards that look?
What? Let's see. I got some weird trippy stuff in my feed, man. Stoned Ape. This is how I relax. This is pretty cool stuff, though.
You're in a video game called Life on Earth, and if you're watching this video, you're probably a lot closer to winning the game than you might think. It does really seem to be that we live in a simulation. There's almost no matter in reality, and it's just photons, light, energy that responds to our emotions and our
What is that?
thoughts. And so, what's the objective? What's the purpose of this experience, this video game matrix simulation? I want to offer a few perspectives.
That's the secretary.
Did you not hear what I just fucking said? Did you not hear what I just fucking said?
Thanks, Angelo. What are you
By
reposting?
Gorbo at the Goon Junction.
Yowza laughing. A Giga Chad got cortisol nuked and you're laughing.
Fuck! I missed it, chat. I was
What
busy
in the
gooning.
name of God
What
is this?
happened?
It's awesome.
Closey hasn't seen Pomegranate. Gorbo's watched Pomegranate 9 times.
It's so over for Closey.
It's so over for Closey. I didn't know Closey was snooze pilled. What a retro wanker. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I understand, sir. Closey just walked into the theater. He's watching it right now. My fellow Gigachads, at 9:46 this morning, Closey finished watching Pomegranate. A second screening has been confirmed. Closey's back. Gorbo just got aura nuked into the dirt. Oh, Closey's so fucking back he is. Way to go, lad. Hello, my name is Closey. And I love watching Pomegranate movie from the Gossip Goblin. Go watch it, yeah?
What in the name of God did I just watch? What a poem. That's pretty cool.
In 2014, security...
Hold on a second. Are you guys aware that in Terminator 2, Sarah Connor, the famous protagonist, she did something so shocking, and what happened to her is so wild when you look at what's happening today. Now, we all know Terminator is about AI and cyborgs and humanity and them trying to control us and everything and them going back in time to try to stop it. We know that. And we know Sarah Connor is watching humanity build data centers for AI right now, wondering what the Sam Damn is going on. But did you know that she tried to dismantle data centers in the movie and then was thrown into a state hospital for the criminally insane? And they classified her, doctors classified her warnings about Judgment Day and cyborgs as paranoid schizophrenia. She went in to attempting to destroy corporate and military data centers. Most notably in Terminator 2, she raids the offices and prototypes of Cyberdyne systems to prevent the creation of Skynet. You do know that China's whole situation over there with the facial recognition and everything is literally called Skynet, right? So how did this movie kind of like predict? It didn't predict. See, this is the thing. People say predict. Is it predicting or is it conditioning? I don't know. But
custody, digital assets, stable.
This is the opening for The Shining. It's such a cool movie, man. He used the number 42. Huh, interesting. Well, 4 and 2 add up to 6. You were on a flight and you sat behind the head of cyber infrastructure of Ebbet Systems. What's up, Ghost? He sat in economy and sent emails from company letterhead before tuning into an episode of Person of Interest. I don't know what that is. Made me sick to my stomach. He was like the head of marketing for Cyber Division. Ghosts. Defense weapons company for Isn't Real. I see. What's Person of Interest? Should I know what that is? Wait, this is... Are they playing the whole movie Shining right here? What's going on? What the fuck? It's just somebody posted the movie. Okay. What? China's building as many nuclear reactors as the rest of the world combined. China's smart, man. They know what's going on.
on the ground, he could have stomped me, he could have gored me, could have done anything. We saw the bison, and he was down. He wasn't showing aggression or anything like that until it picked a target. That target happened to be me. At the time, I had my grandson with me. It was like, you need to get up to the amphitheater. I will deal with this down here. They move faster than you could ever imagine. He just kept coming, and he was more aggressive. And as soon as he got off that tree, he launched me in the air. Even though I was on the ground, he could have stomped me, he could have gored me, could have done anything. We saw the bison, and he was down. He wasn't showing aggression or anything like that until it picked a target. That target happened to be me. At the time, I had my grandson with me. It was like, you need to get up to the amphitheater.
I don't think it's just the bison was that fast. I think he was just that slow. I think you have to calculate that stuff when you're in Mother Nature.
I know.
Like, how fast can you run? Can you outrun the deer? Can the animal? This is so let's see. Tesla stock hits a 3-month low. I don't know what that means. Oil prices are rising. That's Spain, 1965, huh?
Your brain looks like trees. Your veins look like rivers.
ارتباطتون با مشتبه چجوری بود؟ شما اصلا دیدید ایشونو؟
من نه هیچ وقت.
قرار ندیدی؟
How do you become so cracked at marketing?
Bahrain. All right.
After each reset, they establish reset rules to govern the post-reset.
That's it. Shit. All right. Crypto and coffee. PulseChain is going to rip. I'm in the meantime enjoying summer days and buying PulseX. Awesome, bro. Looking good. Keep training, bro. What's this? Driverless delivery trucks? That's not scary looking. Wow. That's kind of cool. They just drive and drive and drive, right? See you later, jobs. What is this?
XBLE will These aliens right here, they seem to understand the absurdity of debt more than most humans. Listen to this Instagram clip.
Want to know what I found out the other day? What did you find out the other day? Did you know the entire Earth is $315 trillion in debt?
Whoa.
Yeah. What? Who do they owe money to?
Bro, who are they getting money from?
It blows my mind that first off, you have everything on the planet here to live for free.
You literally have everything you need.
And then you invent a system that creates a deterioration of your own resources.
You created a store of value that's literally storing less and less value every day. Every day.
And you're increasing your technology, and yet somehow you still owe money to someone, and it's $315 trillion. There's not enough paper to print that much cash. What are they doing?
Dude, Earth is like the worst meme coin. It's the worst.
It got rugged.
Man, we are absurd. We use money we don't have to buy things we don't need to impress people we will never even meet. And for
I think that's retarded. I don't know why these guys keep saying that shit. You need money to impress people you never meet and all that shit. I don't understand that.
In 1973, psychologists paid.
You need money, bro. You need money. In Asia now, a man, you need to have a house before you even get a girlfriend because there's such a shortage of women. So the competition is brutal. You need money. It's not about impressing nobodies. You got to build a family. That's your job as a man. You got to be successful. I understand when women say it. When men say it, I don't know if I want to clock you over the head or what. It's like, no, dude, you need money. You need to outcompete the other men. All right? Or you ain't getting a family, dude. This has been a fact since the dawn of civilization, no matter what
look.
culture you were in, unless it was communism. All right. And even then, it was who you knew, because people who had connections to the party got girls, because having political connections could protect you in times of need, or got you an extra loaf of bread. So it doesn't matter what era you're in. You need to secure resources if you're a man. So this whole concept, like you're buying stuff to impress people you don't know. You're buying stuff because you're trying to build a family. That's why men got resources.
This book is over 400 years old.
I don't
Everything
know how
you
there's
call a
grown men who
weakness is
don't
raw
understand
power.
this.
You never learn.
Nicht leicht ist es für den künftigen Panzerfunker. Muss es lernen, auch bei noch so bewegter Fahrt seine
All right,
Funkplatte
Pops.
sauber
Listen,
zu führen.
down below, join button. We're going to do TA and altcoins. We're going to take requests, go through everything you guys want
Nicht
to look
leicht
at.
ist es für den künftigen
All right.
Panzerfunker. Muss es
Amazing. So amazing. Perfect acoustics. Incredible. Yeah, farmers markets.
Foremost is that people need to understand that
They're mostly fake. A lot of them, especially probably in like the U.S. Man, they're fake, dude. Gold showing signs of life today. Okay, that's a good candle. Which is
Now,
probably not
I
what we want to see.
encouraged,
actually.
they don't listen to me, but I
How I reverse my 5 cavities.
You have seen the...
Hello?
He's dead.
Hello?
He's dead.
This is awesome. The memes get better.
Wanted to see the brain. So somebody invented the MRI. Wanted to see bones. Invented the X-ray. Wanted to see babies in the womb. Ultrasound. Hell, we got CAT scans, PET scans, 3D imaging. We got machines that can look through clothes at the airport. We got satellites that can read the license plate from space. They can print organs now. They can do remote surgery with a robot sitting in another state. So would somebody please explain to me why my doctor's got to stick his finger up my ass?
All right, pups. On that note, let's wrap it up. You guys smash the like button. Pay attention. Come to the Telegram. I'm going to update you guys. Hopefully, the Clarity Rack is something special, and it's a watershed moment, and all the doors are going to swing open, and we're going to get a deluge of positive news and big, giant green dildos all over the crypto market. That'd be great, right? So pay attention. Links are at the top. But of course, you guys want to join the TA video, we're going to do it right after this. Give me like 10 minutes. Click the join button down below. You guys can request whatever you want. I draw it out, and we'll look at the altcoins. All right, they're low lick. Let's see what they're doing. Are they hanging out? Are they going to waste more time? Or are they primed and ready to pump? So we're going to look at that. All right, everybody else, love you guys. Thanks so much for hitting the like button, and we'll see you on the other side. All right, bye.